Now say this out loud as you're driving around in your car.
Join Sports Skillet.
This what it feels like.
So how do you like it?
So what is it? I'm curious.
You like it like this?
My God, do we love football.
Or like this?
I love the sport of baseball.
And what about this?
You can have a sports show without all the vicious talk.
Simple human decency.
Whatever it is that you like.
Yeah, I like chaos.
We've got it covered.
Right?
It's sports the way you like it.
My friends, you may not know this. It's got everything you want.
Here we go. Local and national sports talk that's fresh, in season, and FDA approved. If it's hot, you'll find it cooking with Jeff, Jay, and Kelly. They don't just stir the pot, they add more flavor than the other guys. Get ready to dig in and taste some Sports Skillet.
Ooh, tastes good.
Right now.
And welcome once again to the Sports Skillet live stream. We do this every Friday afternoon out of the kind of plush but not overly ostentatious studios here at Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Cherry Hill. We want to thank CSB for always allowing us to do this live stream. And you can contact them at gocsb.com. Thank you to CSB. We've got a hot show lined up for you today.
Fully packed show, actually.
Fully packed, yes. We will have, coming up at the tail end of the show, you want to stay tuned, we will have Lee Steinberg calling in today. If you don't know Lee Steinberg...
then you don't know sports. Just leave.
Exactly.
No, don't leave. Stay.
Exactly. Lee is the agent for Showtime Pat Mahomes, quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. He is also the agent for Tua Tagovailoa, who is probably going to go in the top 5 picks of this year's draft. Tua is currently working out feverishly, according to Steinberg Sports. So Lee has under his control a couple of the promising quarterbacks in the NFL. Of course, we all know Pat Mahomes, the MVP of this year's Super Bowl. Lee also, for those of you who are movie buffs out there, Lee was also the consultant on the movie Jerry Maguire. And, of course, you know, I always like to try and get Lee to say that magical phrase, show me the money. You know, so...
I wonder how many times he's heard that and how annoyed he is. So go ahead and ask him.
Oh, he like I said, I try to bring it out, you know, whenever he's on the show, I try to bring it out from, and he will start saying it. He will like refer to it. He will say something like, and the iconic phrase that begins with "show me," you know, but he consulted on that film. He was the agent. Like if you looked at Tom Cruise's character, he was the agent behind that. So Lee will be calling in, and let me do something real quick. Let me hit a button here real quick. There we go. All right, so Lee will be calling in a little bit toward the end of the show. But now, without further ado, I want to bring in our guest in studio today. We've got Bella in the studio with us. Bella, how are you?
How's everybody today?
Everybody's doing great. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bella.
Okay, well, my name is Bella from Bella Productions and Promotions, Inc. I own a entertainment company, and I actually have 2 companies that Bella.Good Vibes, and what we do is we go out and we do charity events. So I do charity events for the Bahamas. I represent Julian Believe of the Bahamas. He is a songwriter, producer of the Bahamas, and since the hurricane that happened in Bahamas, Hurricane Dorian, if you haven't heard about it, it was pretty devastating. It wiped out Abaco, and Grand Bahama got pretty damaged. So, it was devastating because Julian's family's there, his friends are there, and, us working together, it affected me as well. And me living in Bermuda for a long time, I know how hurricanes are. So he's been going around the world doing different events, charity events, singing all over, trying to bring funds back to the Bahamas. So I thought, well, why don't I put on something in my own city, which is Trenton, New Jersey, and just bring Julian to the area, help the Bahamas. And then this whole thing with Puerto Rico was happening, and they had hurricanes, and they're having all kind of tremors, and all kind of things are happening over there, devastating. So I thought, let's try to help Puerto Rico too, and give back. So I created this concert where I'm going to have Julian Believe. I'm going to have Terry Lynn. She's also from the Bahamas. She's from Bimini, Bahamas. And also Ayo 215. He's out of Philadelphia. And then I want my community involved. So that's when Starbucks community of Trenton, New Jersey, I went down there to open mic one night. And I came across some fabulous, fabulous singers and performers. We got Two Fly TNT from there. We got Sean Donovan, Jordan Ramble and the New Kings performing, Ronald Green, and Jax the Genius. Tickets are on eventbrite.com, and you can go on to, it's called charity, eventbrite.com, and you can go on and purchase your tickets, or you can find me on bellasentertainmentgroup.com, and you can purchase tickets there as well. I know I said a mouthful, guys.
Awesome. No,
I don't even think I breathe through that, but it's just like when I start talking about it, I get excited. I don't even want to talk about me because it's about the people. I just want to help. Because everybody's been to the Bahamas. Nassau is still on for business. So we all love the island. So let's help the people. People lost their family, their lives. So it's pretty devastating.
Definitely. And you brought some guests with you.
I did. I did. So let's start off here with Donovan. This is Sean Donovan. He's going to be performing as well. Sean, tell the people about yourself.
Hey, everybody. So I'm a local entertainer in Trenton, New Jersey. I've been into music ever since I can remember from my childhood. And what I like about it so far in my adult years is that I can use it as a voice to really help a lot of different people. I'm really into activism. I do a lot with the community, so I try to give back as much as possible. And I just really am glad to be a part of this this is on there. But I'm glad to be a part of this event that allows us to give back. And a lot of entertainers, they don't really use their voice or their platform to really give back or help. It's really more so kind of about them. I think that Bella has given us an opportunity to really use our gift that we have to actually help someone else. Awesome. And I'm just really grateful to be a part of it.
Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate you. And we also have Jordan Ramble and the New Kings. So this is Jordan here. One of the New Kings couldn't be here, but we're definitely going to lift him up in prayer, and they're going to talk about him. So we have John here, and we have Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, great. So, hey everyone, this is Jordan Ramble. I'm from the New Kings. We're actually from Trenton, New Jersey, up-and-coming gospel artists in the city. Our other brother, Karan Lockhart, couldn't make it. We're super blessed to be here. We're actually Bella's artists. We got a lot of great things coming. We hope that you guys can come out to the show, have a good time with us, and, just celebrate and have a good time and give back to the people. We also have music out on all streaming platforms. If you just look up Jordan Ramble, everything will come up, Spotify, Instagram, Tidal, anything you want. Check us out.
I'm going to test that right now, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're doing an event coming up, Prudential with Yolanda Adams. Just briefly talk about that.
Yeah, so we got invited to do the McDonald's Gospel Fest. So it's at the Prudential Arena. It's where the New Jersey Devils play. We're expected to be 100K in attendance, and we're just blessed, man. We're just grateful to be here with you guys. Talk sports, music, and Jeff's putting me to the test right now. He's looking me up.
Yeah. All right, first one on the top of the list. So, all right, you're doing good on the.
Right.
There you go. You got those bots working for you? It's like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Just kidding, guys.
Right. Hopefully you can join the bot team. Get those streams up. All right, cool.
Got you on Twitter.
All right, cool. Hey, I appreciate that.
Okay. Yes, John, go ahead. This is John from the New Kings.
Hello, everybody.
And this, say that again, just to make sure people heard you.
This is John from the New Kings. He's
John from the New Kings.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I go by the name of John Haynes. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. Basically, I've been listening to music ever since I was a little child. I've been saved now for about 3 years. I'm a Christian hip hop artist, and I'm just really excited about this whole music industry. And we have here Bella here with us.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. She gave us this opportunity to go ahead and basically come to the ambassador at 610 New York Ave in Trenton, New Jersey. We'll be hosting it there at March 29th of 2020. And we're just really grateful, and I'm just really happy to be here.
Awesome. Awesome.
That is really cool.
If I could just say one more thing.
Sure, go for it.
I completely forgot to leave my Instagram and my Spotify. So if
Yeah,
you,
definitely. Get them out there.
Completely forgot. If you have the time, my Instagram is Sean.Donovan. So it's 2 H's. So it's SHAHN.Donovan. And I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on all platforms as well. And it's under Sean Donovan. So same thing, SHAHN and Donovan. All right, thank you.
And we also, Jay, Sprout U. She owns a nonprofit private school. It's a performance arts school in Trenton, New Jersey.
Really?
So yeah, she's part of our community. She's a huge part because there's not one around like her, and she's done a tremendous from growing that school from like 2 rooms with her and her husband. And now it's like huge. So she's got like a big old school with like 4 floors. She takes them to McCarthy Theater in Princeton. She takes them over to Los Angeles to like acting, performances and auditions. And so she's very good. So I want to give back to her as well. So part of the ticket sales, they go to the Bahamas, they'll go to Puerto Rico, and they'll go to Sprout U. And what I want to create on my website, which is bellasentertainmentgroup.com, you can go on there, you can go to Facebook, my Instagram, everything on there. I want the people to see where their money goes. So it's important to me because a lot of times when you donate and you do things, you never know what happens. So
exactly.
So later on, I would like to even create a documentary. So anybody out there that wants to be a part of it, of like what happened in the Bahamas, what happened in Puerto Rico, and just let the people know, and then how Bella and her teams actually help and make a difference.
Hey, count Sports Skillet in.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Come aboard because there's something over there that you guys can do because they love sports in the islands. Soccer is very one of the high profiles over there, and also here's
the thing: do they call it soccer over there, or do they call it football?
They call it soccer, but it's
okay.
It's their football type of thing.
Yeah.
And Buddy Hill, he's a Bahamian basketball player from the Bahamas.
Very cool. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Shooting guard, right? Shooting guard. He's doing very well out here.
He is.
Yeah. So I think we're going to get Julian Believe on the line, aren't we?
Yeah, whenever he wants to call in.
Okay.
He has a number, right? He has the call-in number, so whenever he wants to come aboard, he can call in. We'll talk to him real quick. Now, he is actually in the Bahamas, right?
Yes, he's actually in the Bahamas right now. He travels all around. We've been Chicago. He's been China. He's been Germany. He's been everywhere traveling, and he's coming over from the Bahamas to do this event on the 29th. And Taradin, she's actually in Miami, so she'll be flying in from Miami. So it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be red carpet event. It's going to be televised. I have Stables from Lawrenceville that's handling all my printing needs, so thank you. A big shout out to them.
Nice.
Yes, I appreciate everything that they're doing. So it's going to be a really big event.
It sounds like it. I mean, you've done a heck of a recruiting job, I have to say. You're getting all these people. You're getting somebody from the Bahamas. You're getting somebody from, out of state. I mean, you've been doing a really big recruiting job with this.
I appreciate it. Yeah. And I have to also give a shout out to Adventures in Black. They are a full-service travel and entertainment firm based in D.C. They're actually taking care of all Julian and Taradin's travel expenses.
Wow.
Maybe they could do ours, Jim. We go to the Bahamas to help out.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we can get somebody from Dallas to come with us because that's my team. I come back from Roger Swap days, so that's my team. If we could bring him aboard, I'd be so happy. Like that is my wish. So if he's listening, he got to come with us to the Bahamas.
Definitely, that would be awesome. Anything we can do to help you guys out.
My sunblock is ready. Let's do this.
Absolutely. I think we can recruit everybody from Sports Skillet to take a trip down there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But better than that, I'm gonna bring a piece of the Bahamas to you in Trenton on March the 29th. So you guys got to come out, get your tickets online, and then from there I'll give you all that connection.
Just bring us here. Here's the piece. All
there
right,
you
we'll
go.
put it on center stage.
This is Julian and Taradin, so there you go. And then Puerto Rico, you don't even got to go for them. I'm going to bring you Ayo. 215, so you can't go wrong. It's a win-win situation. We like to win in sports, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas is going to win this year, so don't worry about it.
I don't know about that, Bella.
That's how I feel. I kind of could foresee something, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, because you're a Dallas fan, right? And we got this.
I'll be over here.
Because we got this little issue with the Dallas Cowboys that's currently going on with Jerry Jones, with the Jones family, and with Dak Prescott. Right? Because Dak Prescott is going to be a free agent. The Dallas Cowboys are threatening to tag him with the franchise tag, which means his entire salary would count. His salary would count towards the salary cap this year. It's not something that Dallas necessarily wants to do.
Yeah.
But they may be forced into it because there's apparently a schism between what Dak and his agent are asking for and what the Cowboys, Jerry Jones and his son, are offering Dak. So it may be the Cowboys either slapping Dak Prescott with the franchise tag, which could impact Amari Cooper, their ability to re-sign him. He's also going to be a free agent. So there's a lot of moving pieces right now with the Dallas Cowboys. There's also the possibility of a sign-and trade maybe with Dak, or maybe the Cowboys. This is like a fertile quarterback crop in free agency this year. So maybe because Dak is saying that if you slap me with the franchise tag, I'm not going to show. He's threatening not to show up to like OTAs and training camp because he wants a multi-year contract. That would be something that would be beneficial to the Cowboys because they can defer some of the money.
Absolutely.
For this year for Dak. But if they slap him with that franchise tag, like I said, a lot of that money is going to count towards this year, the 2020 salary cap. So that would impact what free agents they can sign, like Amari and some others, to maybe improve the team. So a lot is going on with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. I'm just wondering where you kind of stand on this. Would you want Dak back? Would you want them to look at another quarterback? If they re-sign Dak, if they slap the franchise tag, and they lose Amari Cooper because of it, what are your thoughts about that?
I think they should give Dak a chance. I think they should go with him and let's just see how it goes. I think he's well deserved of it, and try it because everybody's excited about the draft under the new coaches. So maybe they should try to focus on that and just leave Dak out of it. Just give him what he wants.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Dak's the franchise quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones has come out numerous times and has said, hey, he's my franchise quarterback. I love Dak. But now it's time to show the love to Dak, Show Dak some love in terms of financial stability. And there's this wide schism between the two sides, and when you're in a division with, the Eagles have their franchise quarterback. I don't know what the Redskins are going to be doing at quarterback. The Giants seem to have their franchise quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Dak and the Cowboys and how they go about handling free agency.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I have my partner on the line, Nikon Entertainment. He's getting ready to call in. He wants to get in on this sports conversation.
Sure.
So, John, give us a call. We're waiting for you and Julian to give a call, but stay tuned with Dallas. All I'm saying is just stay awake with Dallas because they're going to surprise you. They're going to surprise everybody.
They could. It was down to Dallas and the Eagles last year. So, as far as the division goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And basketball, John, I hear you're a basketball fan.
Yes, I am.
Right? So who's your... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking over your show.
Hey, no problem. I can sit back. This is good,
We'll put our feet up. You guys take the reins.
Hey.
So it'll be fine.
All right, John, tell us, who is your favorite basketball player and why? Tell us a little bit about it.
LeBron James. He's from Akron, Ohio, I believe. And he came out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
He got drafted straight out of high school. And I've been with him since he's been in the NBA, I believe, since 2003. That's a little boy, yeah. And right now he's on the Lakers, striving to get his fourth ring. So we're just gonna see what happens with that.
Awesome.
Well, Bella, we have your guest on the line.
Ooh, which guest do we have? Exciting.
From the Bahamas.
Yes, it's Julian Believe. She got that junkanoo. Y'all got her too. I'm sorry. It's Julian, sorry. But y'all got to play that. He's on all platforms. It just came out. His single, She Got That Junkanoo. And I'm going to let Mr. Believe go from here, but I be bouncing all day with that. Okay.
Well, Bella, we have your guest on the line.
Oh, there's the delay.
Are you still there?
Hello?
Yes, we got you live on the
No,
show.
it's not Julian. It's John calling.
Oh, it's John. That's okay, John. You
Yeah.
This is John from Nikon Entertainment Group Partnership. So
I'm sorry, you're saying Bahamas. I'm saying no, I'm not in the Bahamas. I'm up in Connecticut. But I grew up in Jersey.
You grew up in Jersey, okay.
Whereabouts in Jersey?
Palisades Park.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. We were talking about sports, so what you got for us?
Well, I'm you know, I think I'm losing you a little bit. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, by me, I'm a Jets fan, but I also like the Giants as well. So I look at that's usually what I follow. But we'll see what they do this year.
What do you think about the new head coach?
I didn't really follow too much about that lately, but I'm hoping it's going to be a good outcome.
I hope so. I hope so too, because the more competitiveness brings out the best in all the teams in there. So and it also has a lot of anticipation, a lot, So I like having all the teams being good, because you looked at the division this year and everybody criticized it, and it was a down year for the NFC East. But if some of these quarterbacks come through and the new head coaches pan out, this could be one of the better divisions in the NFL.
That's what we all hope so. I like to see from so many years ago, from over 51 years ago. I hope they could get up there and get to that Super Bowl.
Maybe, you never know. I mean,
well, that's if Dallas don't come. I don't know, John, because
or the Eagles.
Listen. I see things. I have this future thing I can see, and I just feel like Dallas is really going to take over this year and just come back. They never win anyway. First, they never win anywhere, but just to let y'all know, those Giants
they've gone more than the Jets, of course. We know that.
So you're excited about the 29th, huh, John?
It's just been too long. It's nice to see the green light up with the in the Super Bowl.
Okay. You're excited about the 29th, huh?
Yeah. Yes, of course, absolutely. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that. That's great.
Sure.
I mean, it's a great with the show, and how it brings everybody together and to help the Bahamas and Puerto Rico, and we appreciate your listeners sharing that with us on your station.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. March 29th, 2020. Is the date at the Ambassador, 610 New York Avenue in Trenton.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting night. It makes everybody feel good. Where and especially in having people like you, how we bring this event on your station, and it to help the people in the area as well. Bella spoke about Sprout and for the local chapter, and also going back to Bahamas and Puerto Rico, and. Right. And this is a really good work, good thing that and having a song really appreciated, because it also means sports brings entertainment too. It's like
absolutely
very similar.
Where would we be without sports?
I mean, very excited about that. And, it gives the especially the youth for the future on how to really, really, get into sports and listening and entertainment and music, and it's gonna be a really, really great night.
Yes, and the community is involved with Starbucks community in Trenton, New Jersey. We have here local performers from the community from Starbucks Open Mic. It's every Saturday from 3 to 7. So, you show up at these things because you never know what could happen. You never know where it could go. So, whatever your passion is, football, basketball, soccer,
baseball,
swimming, anything that's your passion, go for it and don't stop when you get that no. You keep going and you keep pursuing it because big things like this happen. And if you need me to manage you, you can call me, Bella. I'm available. I don't get tired. I get excited when people start living their dreams. I live through y'all, so.
She's amazing, right? She's amazing. I'm glad to be partnered up with her. She's just a really, really fantastic person. I mean, to put something like this together takes a lot of work, and I think it's Bella. It's great when I connected with Bella to with that to help with the show. It was great because as you see, she's when she said a lot of it from before, and we're very excited about that. And I wanted to thank her. I thank everybody else in local, and also thanking you guys too. Really appreciate that. And,
no problem.
They're awesome. I think I'm gonna come back and talk some more to Jay about Dallas after this because we're not finished. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things happening. So when they win that Super Bowl, I know he's gonna bring me back. So he's not going anywhere. We're buddies for life here.
Or when the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year,
Okay, yeah.
That's
fine.
two delusional people.
How about also, you never know. You could have Dallas and the Jets.
Who do you want to win?
Me? I follow Nick Foles, so wherever he goes.
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nick Foles, wherever he goes, huh?
Well, that's because the Wentz curse went to him this year.
Oh.
In case you had to notice. I mean, why didn't Carson Wentz get hurt like he always does? No, Nick Foles gets hurt on a touchdown pass that actually connected.
But then he came back.
He wasn't fully healed, and we've had this discussion before. No, he was. They brought him back too soon. That's my argument, and I'm sticking to it. Jay just doesn't like the fact Nick Foles is better than Carson Wentz and spent all that money on Wentz for no reason. How many Super Bowls has Carson Wentz won? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, John. Well, thanks for calling in. We'll speak to you in a little bit. We're waiting on Julian Believe to give a call now, but we thank you for calling in, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, John.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
Yep.
Blessings. All right.
All right. Before we get him to call in, I have one other caller that we're going to bring on.
Okay. Awesome.
Our usual caller.
Which one we got to?
Ken.
Okay, so we're going to Ken real quick. Okay.
There we go. Get that done. All right, so Ken should be calling in any second. We're going to talk some more sports with Ken Moskowitz. He always calls in every week. He always has some hot takes. I know he texted me, was it last night or the day before? He has some things to say about the current cheating scandal that's engulfing Major League Baseball with the Houston Astros.
That topic. Okay.
Because there's more and more players that are speaking out, that are, going public with their thoughts and stuff. So,
well, I have a great solution to that whole problem, but I'll tell when he gets on. I'll voice my opinion.
All right. Well, let's bring him on. Ken, are you there?
I'm here. How we doing, guys?
We are doing good. We have a jam-packed studio today.
Hey, Ken, how's it going?
How we doing?
Oh man, I'm having a great time. We're talking about how Dallas is going to win a Super Bowl, and it's just been a great morning so far. We talked about other things too, but to me that was the main topic there. So
feel free to laugh at Bella because the Eagles are going to win one before the Cowboys are.
And yes, and Wentz MVP this year too.
There you go.
That's for you, Jeffrey. That's for
you. Okay.
So you texted me. You had some thoughts about the current MLB cheating scandal with the Houston Astros.
Well, I'll tell you, it's quite interesting. it really is quite interesting, just to listen to different players and different coaches, former players themselves at one point in time, in which they'd say, you know what, if we were pitchers, guess what? Darn straight we're gonna attempt to throw at them, or I mean, I just don't understand I mean, look, it should be as easy as 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 words. Strip the title.
There you go.
Strip the title.
There you go.
It just like in a way, I don't know what Rob Manfred is looking for exactly, or even what he's waiting for. I mean, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just strip the title from the 2017 Houston Astros. I mean, it's no. You're not. Once you do strip it, no, and it's not going to be rewarded to the Los Angeles Dodgers from the 2017 season. There's no way that will happen. But I mean, I'll tell you, it's really making, in my opinion, the steroid era, and even the situation with Pete Rose, which I'll tell you what, and I know Jay.
Yep.
He did not cheat. He bet it. It's a whole different ball game when it comes to betting, let alone cheating. So I mean,
you got it.
It's making Pete Rose and the steroid era look like roses right now compared to what's to what's been happening. I mean, and look, it's bad enough. It's bad enough with what the 2018 Red Sox did with the electronics, the whole 9 yards with that. But see, this is where I think it should go, and as far as the commissioner goes. Now, somebody was telling me online that I guess it's at most that a team can be fined, but they weren't 100% sure, and that would be $5 million.
It could be.
I
think there is a limit. I do believe
the current collective bargaining agreement.
Yep.
Now, unless I missed something under the disciplinary section, at least the one article or two under that, I don't see a specific, any specifics as far as dollar amounts go. I believe it's to the tune of $10,000, but that's for, a player being involved, and he needs to be, had to be fined for a specific action that he deliberately pulled or whatnot. See, this is where I say too, and I was talking about it yesterday with someone, and the day before even. I said, look, for as far as the Red Sox, you need to, in my opinion, and if I were the commissioner, you'd have to hit them hard financially. You really do. Because, yes, it's bad enough that, they were, they had a little something involved with the electronics, and all that, to the point where it was enough for them to tamper and get results more or less too, as far as the World Series goes. You need to hit them financially and financially hard. I mean, I'm talking what could be at least the better part of what could be $20 million. Okay, you need to like really get them hard to the point where if they're looking for a free agent left fielder that might be high on their list. They can't afford him because guess what? Hey, you know what? We're losing out on him this year because of what we did in 2018. For the Red Sox, you need to hit them hard. But as far as the Astros go, okay, you might need to hit them a little bit on the financial side as well, too, because I'm sorry to say, Jim Crane and the upper echelon there, I mean, they had to have some type of wind blow through and have an inkling of what was going on. Okay. And as far as the insincerities and the unapologetic, attitudes go, it really doesn't, to me, it doesn't fly well. At least for me, it doesn't. So you really need to hit them a little bit on the financial side too. And, and there was a little bit of a debate too, as far as what you should, what the end results should be as far as, Altuve, Correa, Bregman, Mike Fires, okay, as far as, the ringleaders, if you will, behind, the trash cans and the buzzers and whatnot. So, I mean, that I'm sure would be a debate has yet to come as far as that goes. But for the Astros, though, look, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the two World Wars that we had no World Series winner in the years of which the World War I and World War II had occurred. So it's not going to hurt.
No,
it really, honestly, in a way, isn't going to hurt.
And that would be that would be a strong deterrent towards other teams attempting the same thing. Like, if we find out that you attempted this or you did something that was, sign stealing, using electronics to steal signs until they legalize it, then that would be a strong deterrent against other teams. Like, we don't want to go through anything like what the Astros are going to be going through.
No.
Not only would you not get the World Series trophy, but now, as I said on our show Sunday, these guys that are embroiled, these Astros that were embroiled in this controversy, that took part in it, now are going to have to live up to the back of their bubblegum card. Like some of these guys, like you mentioned, Altuve. Well, if Altuve comes out this year and hits, I don't know, I'll throw it out, 260, 270, 280, when he's been this awesome player, maybe it's a decline from age, but what people are going to say is, hey, it's because of the cheating. Now that you're not able to cheat, now that you don't know what's coming to you, look at what he is, And so some of these guys have a ton of pressure on them to live up to what they've done the past couple of seasons.
Oh, absolutely. Now, as far as the retaliation thing, goes, I'll tell you, now it's amazing at what Vegas could put out there. I mean, they could put out a prediction mind you, for how many potholes in on Interstate 95 will occur in just say 2021. I mean, it's amazing with what they could put out there. Now, and I'm relating to as far as the hit by pitches goes too, because I know they're talking about 83.5 is the over under.
I'm going well under.
I'll tell you, realistically, for me, I say it would be under also. However, I'll tell you, the way these players are coming out right and left, okay, really be honest with you, okay, folks, to me, and mind you, I've been hearing a lot too, like, one of my neighbors on one of the parallel streets, all right, he's a diehard Yankee fan. Him and his son are going to be going to one of the games at the stadium this year. I'd like to say it's in September, I believe it is. And that's when the Astros will be in town too. So I mean, and the seats where they are, they're at the wall in which they'll be behind where Brett Gardner plays, but also in the one corner of the field there is where also the visiting team usually ventures out, from what he said. And therefore, in this case, to be the Astros. And he said, look, you know what? I'm not going to, violently curse because I got my son. I have my son here with me. But he said, you know what? I'm going to do what it takes to taunt the living gaga out of, and putting it nicely on a family show here, the living gaga out of Jose Altuve and even Carlos Correa too, for that matter.
I'm sure.
Taunt them to no end. I mean, look, I as far, getting back to the retaliation part of it, okay, from oppositions out there in baseball. You know what? I'll tell you what, and I know Rob Manfred, all right, for as much as I do not like him at all, okay, for many different reasons, but I won't get into it now. But I know he basically has threw out the warning more or less to, just be very careful, be cautious, because you will face consequences.
Yep.
Okay, when you do. In this case, it'll be throwing at Astros batters. But I'm going to tell you right now, some of these opposition pitchers that will be facing the Astros this year, I mean, Yankees being one of them, Angels perhaps being another one, because we had Mike Trout state his his case as far as what he thought, which I totally agree with him. I mean, look, it's going to happen one way or another. It seems like it's going to happen, and I would not put it past anything for a split second in which you might very well see, and call me crazy on it, you might very well see a possible record amount of fines and/or suspensions go too, I think, this year. And
Possibly.
And it's sad to say that, but you know what? Look, I don't blame any of the oppositional players and coaches who've come out and stated that, pleaded their case and said, look, you know what? One, I believe, I forget who it was, but they said, look, you know what? I grew up learning the game from the time I was 8, 9 years old, okay? Played my heart, played to my hardest, okay? Game in and game out, practiced almost every day, okay, until I made the major leagues. And then, we're the ones who basically have to suffer because someone needs to get that, step or two ahead of us as far as, as far as games go, in order to, become World Series champs. I mean, it's not fair. It really is not fair. And I mean, do I blame any of the oppositions for stating their cases? No, not at all. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that we have to talk about this because I mean, you and I, Jay, we love the game so much.
Yep.
But it's just amazing with what you have to hear. On practically an everyday basis, and not for the good reasons at all.
Exactly. And Ken, I want to transition with you real quick while we have you here. Looks like on Sunday, the Phillies are going to unveil a new look Philly Fanatic. It looks like his dimensions may have changed a little bit.
Is he still green?
Still going to be green. They're not
purple.
They're not changing that. His shoes and socks may be a little bit different.
Is he finally going gray?
No, it's still going to be green. Shoes and socks
Okay.
may be a little bit different. His dimensions, he may have lost some weight in this off season. So apparently the Phillies are going to unveil a new look Fanatic. I don't know if the fans are going to be happy with it, but it is due to the Phillies' rights issue. The Phillies' rights to the Fanatic will expire on June 15th of this year. The club is hoping that the latest round of changes will be enough to legally continue to use the Fanatic. Of course, they are embroiled in a lawsuit over the rights of the Fanatic. So that's probably the impetus towards the change in the look of the Philly Fanatic.
What lawsuit are they? What is somebody else saying he created the Fanatic or something?
That is correct. Like
Right. Yep.
A while back, the original owners of the Fanatic are challenging that they own the rights to the Fanatic, so they should be paid accordingly. So that is in 2018. These Erickson and Harrison informed the Phillies that they would seek to wrest the rights of the Fanatic away from the team unless it's paid, unless they pay them millions of dollars.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're based out of New York City. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that's where Erickson and Harrison are based out of, I believe.
Yeah, their Acme Mascots company is out of New York City.
Yep.
I can't wait to see this.
Which has ties to Jim Henson's Muppets.
The change is new to me, Jay. The change, that's news to me. I did not build for as much as I looked at, with all the.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I welcome it. In a way, I welcome the new look. But you know what? I mean, hopefully it'll be for the good, and hopefully they're not. Hopefully, the organization isn't doing this just to, in order to, save themselves. Because I mean, look, we grew up to the Fanatic.
Oh yeah.
Grew up to the Fanatic. I mean. Do we, honestly, reality speaking, do we see the Fanatic changes looks? No, because he's one of the endearing mascots in all of baseball. I mean,
yep,
and all of professional sports, really, honestly. But I mean, but. Hey, as long as there isn't a touch of gray anywhere, I'm good with that. So hopefully, like you say, if he's still all green,
he's still going to be green. It's just going to be, I guess, some cosmetic changes to like his shoes, his sneakers, his socks. Maybe maybe he's lost a little bit of weight,
Probably.
as well.
Hopefully they change it enough, because technically Harrison and Erickson could sue for copyright infringement. Because if at the end of the copyright, it could be reverted back to them, and they just don't want to pay probably another $250,000 for it.
And
I mean, I was looking on here too, and I found some history that I guess Giles, the original owner,
Bill Giles,
they came up with the idea, had the option to buy the costume and the copyright for $5,200, but instead chose to only pay $3,900 just for the costume.
Exactly.
And he's like, oops. And then 5 years later, after the team was sold, they had to pay $250,000 for the copyright.
Yes.
So they screwed that up majorly. So here's something where they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah. Exactly. And by making the cosmetic changes to the Fanatic, I mean, you listen to your lawyers, and if the lawyers came to John Middleton and the Phillies Philly staff there and said, hey guys, we have a really good chance of losing this lawsuit. They've got to now the Phillies filed the lawsuit to retain ownership of the Fanatic, and everything, but
the image of the Fanatic.
I
think the Philadelphia Fanatic itself is owned by them, but not the person that created the costume. So just make sure you refer to it as the image, because
the image.
Now here's the thing. I know Dave Raymond. Okay, he obviously was the, the young man at the time, even behind, or I should say inside, the famed Fanatic. Okay,
the Fanatic's best friend.
Yeah. I always thought for years he was the creator of the Fanatic, and of course submitted it to Bill Giles. I thought that was I always thought, and mind you, I'm sure I'm probably getting my facts wrong on that, but I always thought for years on end, not only was he the creator of the Fanatic, but also because, of course, because you all know that he has a he deals with a lot of and manages to create a lot of newly freshed mascots for different sports teams and collegiate sports teams around the country and that and
he also built the Mascot Hall of Fame too.
Yes. But I always thought he was the creator of the Fanatic. And I guess that's not the case per se, or
well, he probably helped with the creation of the attitude and portrayal, like the mannerisms. There's also that aspect because it's I want to use the term puppeteer that brings life to the character.
Yeah, okay.
So you probably think that way, whereas the image and look was created by these other people, and then the name obviously is owned by Philly.
Wow.
Gotcha.
I thought there was that many people behind it.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I'll tell you.
That's amazing.
So I am curious to see the new look, and hopefully it's changed enough they don't have to pay money to these other people. Yeah. But then again, I wonder if they have in their contract first come rights to say, hey, you have a chance to re-buy it.
Yep.
And if they go no, be like, nope.
See ya.
But that just means they could sell the Fanatic look that they created to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like,
So Ken,
like maybe a New Jersey team finally.
Maybe.
I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
So Ken, have you checked out the XFL recently? Have you watched any of it?
Not this past weekend, but I have checked. I have checked it out. At the very beginning. I'll tell you what. Obviously who has looked really, really good so far, and from what I know of the first two games in D.C., for the defenders of the District of Columbia, that would be former Eagle draft pick Donnell Pumphrey.
Yes. He's finally, he's getting a chance. He's getting it done down there in D.C. He was supposed to be the guy that would take over for Darren Sproles a few seasons ago, but that never transpired. The Eagles brought him back a couple of times, got onto the practice squad, but he was never able to advance, past the practice squad for the Eagles. But he's getting a chance, and sometimes that's all you need is for a team to believe in you, to give you a chance. I mean, you look at, the Super Bowl team from this year, the 49ers, give somebody a chance, and you never know what can happen. Look at the Eagles. Look at the Eagles with Byron Scott.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Boston Scott.
Boston Scott. I mean,
good job.
Yeah. You got the right Scott, just the wrong date.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
You got the Hall of Famer Byron Scott. I know where your head is at, and it's not in Philly; it's in Los Angeles right now. But overall, though, from the way I've been reading, so far the first 2 weeks of the XFL have been really, really remarkable.
Yep.
And the turnout overall in each of the venues, that have held home games in the first 2 weeks have been phenomenal as well too overall. So, I mean, and it seems like it's looking to get better already. And and I know that there's been a submission apparently too, for Philadelphia to
I would like it.
Put their hats in the ring for a team too. Now, I find that Franklin Field is very interesting. One interesting venue. But I know we've talked about Lincoln Financial Field.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're going.
I don't think so either. Yeah. See, I don't think so either. And I know they mentioned about Citizens Bank Park across the street too. I don't know. I can't really see that happening either.
No, because they wouldn't be able to use Citizens Bank Park because the Phillies will be playing there. You know, because their season stretches into April. So
yeah. So I mean, and the only other venue I could see is where the Union play there in
that's
Chester.
been brought up.
Yeah. So I mean, I that's basically between Franklin Field and the Union Philadelphia Union home field for the MLS. And especially I think if the proposal does go through, and if we land a team that for next year, I do think it'll be in Chester. I think they'll play there.
And real quick before we let you go, Sixers are going to be coming off their All-Star break. They're performing really well at home, but can't seem to win a game on the road. Probably the worst road team in the NFL, except for the New York Knicks. What do you think needs to be done with the Sixers, maybe in the off season, or do you think Brett Brown will survive? Because I have my doubts. I've been saying that the Sixers may be one and done this year, unless they can figure out how to win on the road. They're looking really bad there.
Yeah, I mean, and I still, I'll tell you, and I still say it. Ben Simmons is he's more or less a power forward. He's not a shooting guard. I mean, he's not a shooter. He's just for as much as he's practiced, okay, it just isn't panning out. It just is not panning out. And
he just needs to shoot. I don't care what the shot is. He needs to just take 3 points. Just, even if you miss, who cares? Just be a threat there and just shoot the ball.
I mean, yeah. And for as much as Brett Brown talks, the presser, as far as big games, go, I mean, and especially when it comes on the road, I mean, I just don't see the aggressiveness as far as his style of coaching goes too.
Yep.
I think that seemed to have has sort of slipped a bit too since last year. I think too. So I mean, something eventually has got to give in the correct way and like ASAP. Otherwise, I mean, because look, we're already approaching March, and soon it'll be 3/4 of the way, towards the end of the season. So I mean,
about 20 some odd games left.
Yeah. So I mean, something's got to look up fast.
Exactly.
For the Sixers.
And I think if the Sixers go one and done in the playoffs, I can't see Brett Brown coming back. He's got to go.
All.
And who knows? Maybe they split up and beat in Simmons. And auction, put them both on the auction block, and whichever one gets them the most in return, that one goes.
Absolutely. I mean, so again, something has gotta really shape up and give sooner or later for them. I mean, as far as their ways at home goes, it's
they can't lose.
You can't know, which is great.
Yeah.
But
if you want to go to the Sixers game, you're almost guaranteed to win.
Yeah, I mean, you got to translate that on the road, though.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yep. Exactly. All right, Ken. Love to have you on the show. Can you let everybody know how they can find you on your social media accounts?
Absolutely. Ken Moskowitz in parentheses Crossing Guard Ken on Facebook. And Sky Warren, Spotter Ken, both on Twitter and on Instagram.
And hopefully, Sky Warren, Spotter Ken, we have a warm weekend coming up.
Well, yes. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be, from the outlook pretty much right now, the way all the forecasts are aligning together. Okay, from my doing the research last couple of days, it seems like right now, starting tomorrow, okay, for both at least in the New York City area and the Philly area, that it's supposed to reach in about the 50-degree mark, and then starting Sunday, it's supposed to be at least the into the low 50s. So and that's going to be what perhaps may very well be the start leading towards March 19th. Before you know it, March 19th will be the first day of spring too. So, but I mean, like, the weather obviously could change at any point. So I mean, and some of the forecasts, not all, but some of the forecasts are right now saying that there might be that one other blip in the radar there, as far as a touch of cold weather like we're experiencing today and like we experienced yesterday may happen. But one good thing though, okay, now, some are saying, oh, it's all 19. Yeah, that's up in like up in the mountains and that, okay. But one good thing though, it might be about 30, but one good thing though, it's only like a 5-mile-an-hour wind, if that too. So thankfully, the winds, hence the wind chill, has been on a bit of a minimal side too. Now, would I want snow? Absolutely, only for the fact that it's good to kill the germs in the air too. But yet, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'll take the warm winters any day, any time of the year. But I mean, but we need that, one good punch of snow, or
Ken,
two.
As long as we don't get that punch of snow around March 29th,
Please.
As long as we don't get it then.
I was just thinking the same thing. We think alike. Ken, you got to come out to my the Restoration of Bahamas and Puerto Rico charity event.
Yep.
It's going to be taking place March 29th at Ambassadors in Trenton, New Jersey, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are having a charity event to help raise funds to help the Bahamas and Puerto Rico. Also give back to a local school, which is part of the performing arts, called Sprout U. Hosting will be IMD, and T-Bone Productions will be the music. We got performing Julian Believe from the Bahamas, who is the music ambassador. We have Tara Lynn, she is also from the Bahamas, resides in Miami. And then we have AO215, who represents the Latino side, coming out from Philadelphia. And then, of course, we have our community from Starbucks, open mic. We have Two Fly TNT. We have Jordan Ramble, the New Kings, Sean Donovan, Ronald Green, and Jax the Genius. So, Ken, we want you to come out, because I know Jay's going to be there, Jeffrey. Yeah. Like, we're all family now. So, you got to come out and see me. Meet me in person. I got to see you.
I will do my best.
I'm telling you.
Well, you can get the tickets as well. We do have tickets for sale. They're at Bella's charity event on Eventbrite. Sorry, you can go on a purchase, or you can go on my website at bellasentertainmentgroup.com, and I'm all on social media. So you follow me, I'll follow back, but I'll follow you anyway.
Now you have early bird tickets, right? So
yes.
they're $50 right now.
That's right.
Now, if you do miss that, which a lot of people will, we know they will, because they like to procrastinate. How much are normal tickets now?
Normal tickets are running anywhere from $35, but that's without food. So let me tell you about the early birds tickets special for $50. You get a plate of food, and this is just not no regular plate. This is just not hors d'oeuvres. This is a meal. Yeah, with a free beverage, alcohol.
Now, it's not a paper plate, right? It's good
not.
kind.
It's good. It's good quality.
Good
This is a red carpet event. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be streaming. Come out, and then we have VIP tickets, which is about are $100. And with the VIP tickets, you get to actually meet and greet the artists. You get to
such as the guys that are here now.
Oh yes, the guys that are here now. So you guys
got to wake them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't look at you guys. I don't want to be charged anymore here.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'll give you credit. Don't worry. We're gonna give you a credit, right. So you'll be fine. So you come, get pictures with the artists. The music ambassador of the Bahamas. So I'm trying to bring the weather to you. We got Puerto Rico meets Bahamas. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a win-win situation.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right,
absolutely.
All right, Ken, one last time, how can people follow you on social media?
Sure thing. Ken Moskowitz, in parenthesis, Crossing Guard Ken on Facebook, and Skywarn Spotter Ken on Twitter and on Instagram.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Ken. We will talk to you again next Friday afternoon. Have a great weekend, and go Phillies. They start up this weekend.
Woo! Thank God.
Exactly.
Go Phillies indeed. Thank you very much, folks. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too, Ken. All right, and of course, that was our good buddy Ken Moskowitz.
Awesome.
What we're going to do is going to take a quick time out, and what we are going to do is pay some bills. We got our commercial break coming up, and we will have more when we return. Assuming my computer will work here. You know, this always happens. There we go.
Every week.
You're listening to the Sports Skillet Radio Show, cooking up all the hot takes. Jump in and join us at 609-919-9200. Download our app at sportsskilletradio.com. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube by searching for Sports Skillet. And remember to show us some love. Like, follow, and share.
Remember the TV show Cheers, where everybody knows your name? Never been there. But every time I walk into Wildflowers restaurant on Pennington Circle, I feel at home and that I belong. Friday night, I headed over to Wildflowers, and even though it was packed, I easily found a seat at the bar and got cozy with 17 TVs. Baseball, golf, entertainment TV, you name it, including all NFL games. The bartender Dave suggested I order the Buffalo Wing Sampler, and you could tell he was a fervent fan. But reviews on Wildflowers Inn Restaurant Facebook page demanded I tried the garbage truck pizza, and Kelly had just arrived and promised to help me dig in. Then it came. Garbage truck pizza does not live up to its name because it smells amazing and it tastes even better. Freshly sliced peppers and pepperoni, garlic, mushrooms, mozzarella, and meatballs all baked on this incredibly crunchy and warm double crust to hold it all together perfectly. Heaven, especially with one of their 23 beers on tap. I'm a believer. Go to wildflowersinrestaurant.com for more info or just come in. They are conveniently located on the Pennington Circle, right near I-95. I promise you, they will welcome you warmly, feed you well, and perhaps soon even know your name.
You're listening to the Sports Skillet Radio Show, cooking up all the hot takes. Jump in and join us at
And we are back here on the Sports Skillet live stream. Sorry about that brief time out there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm like, there's no music or anything playing. What's?
That's
Yep.
okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook you up
That's
to
okay
my
because
phone.
we got a studio full, so we're like packed in here. Trying
We
to
are.
balance everything. It's like,
But
wow.
that's what we do. We deliver quality entertainment here on the Sports Skillet live stream every.
Even quality silence. So so enjoy that little moment of silence for you guys. Actually, we'll say it's for Kobe. There you go. That's our moment.
There you go.
That's how we correct things around here.
Absolutely.
So.
All
right.
So we have a lot of things going on. I think what we'll do now, Jeff, is we will air my brother segment. Because we have to do that. We have to get my brother on here with This Week in Sports History. Got a lot of people moving around in the studio. So we are going to go to This Week in Sports History. It's my brother's segment, my brother Jeff, the other Jeff on the show.
Yep.
And he does a great job recapping major sporting events that have happened in the upcoming week. So this will be, stuff that, happens from this coming Sunday or Monday on. Mm-hmm. Does a great job at that because we have historical events that maybe you've forgotten about. A lot of talking points, too, of the sporting events that have taken place in the past. So He does a great job with that. So we are going to go to This Week in Sports History.
Welcome to This Week in Sports History, sponsored by Wildflowers Restaurant. I am Jeff Sellner. Let's dive right into the history books. On February 25th in 1964, Cassius Clay, at the age of 22, later Muhammad Ali, defeated World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Sonny Liston by a technical knockout to become World Heavyweight Champion in Miami Beach, Florida. Ali went on to become the first fighter to capture the heavyweight title 3 times. Liston had been World Champion since defeating Floyd Patterson in 1962. After winning the title, Cassius Clay announced to the world, "I am the greatest." On February 26th in 1935, after a 15-year career with the Yankees, Babe Ruth was released by the Yankees after Ruth claimed the Yankees owed him the job of manager. The 40-year-old slugger would sign with Boston that same day. While with the Yankees, Ruth hit .349 with 659 home runs and 1,978 RBIs, leading the league in home runs 10 times. Ruth signed a 3-year contract with Boston, but only played in 28 games, hitting .181 in 92 plate appearances before retiring from the sport. On Wednesday, February 27th in 1963, Mickey Mantle signed a $100,000 contract with the New York Yankees. His new salary tied him with Joe DiMaggio as the highest paid Yankee of their time. Coming off an MVP season in which he had .321 with 89 RBIs and 30 home runs in 123 games at the age of 30, Mantle finally got the raise he had been battling for. On February 28th in 1986, 7 Major League Baseball players who are admitted drug users are severely disciplined by Commissioner Peter Ueberroth. Penalties included year-long suspensions without pay, heavy fines, drug-related community service, and career-long drug testing. The penalties were far from absolute, as the Major League Baseball Players Union would not agree to random drug testing until 2012. Ueberroth would step down as commissioner in 1989, on the verge of a new steroid era in Major League Baseball. On March 1st in 1954, Ted Williams fractured his collarbone in the first game of spring training after flying 39 combat missions without injury in the Korean War. At the age of 35, Williams still managed to play in 117 games, battling .345 with 29 home runs, 89 RBIs, and finishing 7th in the MVP voting that season. On March 2nd, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain, then playing for the Philadelphia Warriors, scored an NBA record 100 points in a 169-147 win over the New York Knicks at Hershey Sports Arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania. In the fourth quarter, the Knicks began to foul other players in an attempt to keep the ball away from Chamberlain, and they also became deliberate on offense to reduce the number of possessions for Philadelphia. Remember, there was no shot clock during this time. The Warriors countered by committing fouls of their own to get the ball back. This game was not televised, and no video footage of the game has been recovered, and there were only audio recordings of the game's fourth quarter, and attendance at the game was around half capacity. 4,124 people are presumed to be in attendance, and no members of the New York press were at the game. Frank McGuire, the Warriors coach, vowed coming into the season that he would attempt to get the ball to Chamberlain 2/3 of the time. Chamberlain would average an amazing 50.4 points per game during the 1961-62 season. Thank you for listening to This Week in Sports History, sponsored by Wildflowers Restaurant. I am Jeff Sellner.
And we are back here on the Sports Skillet live stream. We do this every Friday afternoon from the nice, plush, but not overly ostentatious studios here at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And in case you were just joining us, I have Jeff Scott in the studio. He's here every week doing a great job on all the graphics and the video that you're currently seeing there.
And the transitions when they don't get screwed up.
Exactly. Exactly. But we also have a full studio as well. We have Bella here.
Yes.
She has a great event coming up. Bella, tell us some more about it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bella from Bella Productions Incorporated in partnership with Nikon Entertainment Group. We are having a charity concert, the Bahamas and Puerto Rico charity event. It's going to be at the Ambassadors in Trenton, New Jersey. It's the address is 610 New York Avenue, and it's going to be March 29th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We will be having music ambassador from the Bahamas, Julian Believe. You will get to talk to him in a little bit. And we have Terry Lynn. She's also from the Bahamas. She resides in Miami. And we also will be bringing you Latino AO215 out of Philadelphia to represent Puerto Rico. And then here I have my community, guys.
Yes.
Yes. So, you always got to, when you do things, I just always want to include your community. No matter what community you have, you are part of that. Grow with it, get out and talk to people because you never know who you're going to find. I have met through this journey some amazing people, just people, period. And one of the people here that we have from Jordan Ramble and the New Kings, he's here. Jordan is here. And we also have John here. Karan couldn't be here today, but they are going to speak on his behalf. They are Christian rappers. And when I tell you, awesome, God is working through them. And we also have here Sean Donovan. He's here. He's going to talk. Who couldn't be here today is Two Fly TNT. Ronald Green and Jax the Genius. He wanted you to know that he loves the Cowboys, just like me. So Jax and I are on the same team overall. Also, IMD is going to be the host for that night. T-Bone Productions is going to bring the music. You can go to Bella's charity Eventbrite.com to purchase tickets. They range anywhere from $35 to $100. $35 is going to get you in the door, have a good time. But the early bird special for $50, you get a full course meal, a free beverage, and you get to have, be part of an amazing event. But further ado, I just wanted to you guys hear from Jordan right now, and he can tell you a little bit about who he is and what he brings to you.
Hey, what's going on, family? So my name is Jordan Ramble. I'm an upcoming artist from Trenton, New Jersey, man. I'm Bella's artist. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to come here and just share this with you guys. We hope to see you guys at the charity event at the Ambassador on March 29th. It's going to be a lot of great artists in the building. My guys, of course, and and Sean and everyone else and Jax, man, I'm super grateful. If you wanted to find me, you can find me on Instagram at Jordan Ramble. That's JordanRamble. And I also have music on all streaming platforms. It's the same thing. I'm just blessed to be here. Love you guys.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Awesome. We got Sean Donovan. Sean, tell us about yourself.
Yep.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean. So I'm just really excited to be a part of this. I do a lot of activism work, so I do a lot with body positivity and a lot in terms of the time that we live in with social media. So just kind of getting people aware that everything's not always picture perfect in real life. You can listen to some of my lyrics and they'll go over that. And I'm actually going to be part of an opportunity coming up in June. I'm going to be on a show on Amazon. It's called The Fashion Hero. So it's geared towards those same things, just kind of showing that, the world we're in right now with social media, it makes a lot of younger kids especially really believe that they have to look perfect. When I was younger, I went through a lot of that as well. So I want to show that nobody is perfect. There's nowhere to go in terms of that. Like, none of us are perfect. And, we're fine just the way we are.
Thank you.
So if you want to check me out on Instagram, it talks a lot about the stories that I have with activism. It's Sean.Donovan, so it's SHAHN.Donovan. And then on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube, I'm also Sean Donovan as well. So
Awesome. And we got John here from the New Kings. Now, John is actually a real good sports fan here. So tell us, who's your favorite basketball team again, John?
I think he said it was Kawhi Leonard.
That's the last he's coming on the show. It's like, I'm out of here.
That's the opposite. It's actually the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is my favorite player. And I'm just grateful to be here. My name is John Haynes, and I'm just grateful to be a part of the Bahamas and the Puerto Rico charity event that's going to be in the Ambassador at 610 New York Ave in Trenton, New Jersey. It's going to be March 29th, 2020. It's going to be from 6 p.m. to 10 o'clock. And I'm just really grateful to be here. Again, my name is John Haynes. I'm a part of the group The New Kings. My brother Karan Lockhart couldn't be here today, but that's good because me and my boy Jordan, we're going to hold it down for him.
There you go.
Awesome. Tell us where we can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at John_Haynes. That's JOHN_Haynes HAYNES_.
Awesome.
And on Facebook it's just John Haynes, and Twitter is at John Haynes_1.
Awesome, Jay. And we got music ambassador on the line, right?
I believe we do.
We got Mr. Julian Believe himself, Mr. Junkanoo. He just came out with a hit single. He's on all social media platforms. So I represent him too. So when I go see his shows, I've seen him perform all over the world a dozen times. Every time I see him, it's like it's the first time, and I'll be right there doing it with him. So y'all gonna get a piece of the Caribbean. He's gonna come. Without further ado, music ambassador of the Bahamas, Julian Believe.
Hopefully he's there. Can you hear us, Julian?
Uh-oh. I'm getting some dead air.
A little technical. Hopefully the phone didn't hang up on us. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No, he's there. He's there.
Let me take a look at this. Let me see.
We're going to have our technical whiz, Jeff Scott, take a look at it.
We're going to try here. Let's see. So this it should just be plug and play, Jay. So you have auxiliary on over there?
Let's see.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it would help if we had the right number.
Yeah, it would help if I had the right pot up.
So remember, everyone, it's on that side of the board.
Yeah.
Did you get to hear anything, Julian?
Hey, I'm right here, man. How are you, man? I hope you guys can hear me.
We can.
A lot of love from the Bahamas. So if you guys need some sunshine, you gotta come and visit us. If not, when I get there in the end of March, I will bring the sunshine with me. I will bring the vibes. I'll bring a little bit of our personality. So I just wanted to reach out to everyone. And first of all, let you know that we are rebuilding. We are getting things back together here in the Bahamas. Both Abaco and Grand Bahama, we're in a way better place. And I want to publicly thank everyone across the United States, especially in the tri-state area, for all the support that you've been giving us here in the Bahamas. We do know, and we've seen numbers of the love and persons donating money and donating items and supplies. So we are forever grateful. And I just want to put that out there first. Secondly, coming in and performing for you guys is going to be a good thing for us. We have a lot of persons in the Caribbean that's going to be present. So, we just want to give that warm Caribbean love. And I'm very grateful for the team of persons, Bella and her crew, for creating the opportunity. And, we just look forward to having a good time with you guys. So, the Bahamas is going to be in the building, so I just hope y'all are ready.
Oh, definitely. We ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready now.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the Bahamas. Let's do this.
We're going to bring them all. We're going to do maybe a documentary, Julian. We got to get them all to the Bahamas. They're open for us, so we're coming through.
Hopefully this can be the start of a long-term relationship. There are a lot of opportunities in the Bahamas for persons in America to be able to come. We have tons of events. We have Carnival coming up in May, which is huge. And then we also have Junkanoo in June. And we have Junkanoo Summer Festival. And then we have a big Junkanoo parade over the Christmas holiday. So there's tons of opportunities. I'm hoping to be able to create some awareness when I get there. And we can really sit down and talk and see how we can keep this relationship going. Yeah. I believe this is not just a one-way street, but a two-way street. And, high and go, high and come. That's what we see out here in the islands, man. So I'm here. I got your back. I know y'all got mine. And we're just ready to do what we got to do, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I'm looking forward to doing what I do and having a good time.
Hey, Julian, I was telling him about Buddy from the Bahamas that's on the basketball team out there.
Of course.
Well, here, but from there.
Let me let y'all know first and foremost, I taught Buddy Hill how to shoot. Okay? Me and Buddy Hill are close. We're friends.
Oh.
When we were younger, both of us sing. And both of us play basketball. I chose to sing and he chose to play basketball. I became a success in music. He became a success in basketball.
That's awesome.
What we saw him do last week at the 3-point at NBA All-Star Weekend was huge. It was big for our country, And
sure.
we're very, very, very proud. Right here, man. Right here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
We're very, very proud of what Buddy's been able to do. We have a significant amount of Bahamians that have been playing the NBA over the last few years. We have DeAndre Ayton, who's another Bahamian. Klay Thompson has Bahamian ties. Michael Thompson, who was his father, was the first foreigner to be drafted into the NBA. He is also a Bahamian. And we had Rick Fox, as you know, was a Bahamian. So Dexter Cambridge from the Dallas Mavericks. So the Bahamas has always had a presence in sports, you know. We're big fans of sports out here. So there's tons of fanatics when it comes to sports entertainment. So I just want to let y'all know we're looking forward to see some great things from DeAndre and Buddy Hill, and that's what it is out there in the Bahamas, man.
Has Buddy Hill been back there to Jamaica recently or no?
Bahamas.
Or Bahamas, I mean.
Bahamas. Buddy always comes back home whenever he has an opportunity. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. But he has a very, very strong pulse with the Bahamian people and with the community here. Like I said, we're rebuilding, so it's important to be on the ground and let the people know that you care and appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's in constant contact with us, and everyone is cheering for Buddy all across the Bahamas now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're looking forward to seeing you. I was telling these guys about the Junkanoo. You just got a single released, and we're talking about She Got That Junkanoo. And tell them a little bit about your other songs, Julian.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, my name is Julian Believe. Julien Believe. What I want you to do as soon as you finish, or you're listening to this call, or in fact, you can open your phone right now, and you can look up Julien Believe on any social media platform, Spotify, whatever it is, iTunes, Apple Music, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on everything. We created this new song called She Got That Junkanoo. Huge viral movement here in the Bahamas and around the Caribbean islands. Go check out the music video. We posted it a couple of days ago. It's on YouTube. It's on, again, every social media platform. And it's under She Got That Junk, Junkanoo. She Got That Junkanoo. So just go ahead and check it out. Send me a message. Let me know what you think. Call at me, and I look forward to seeing y'all at the end of March, okay?
Awesome.
March 29th.
Awesome. It's going down March 29th right here in New Jersey.
March 29th in New Jersey.
Yes, at the Ambassadors. We're going to have music ambassador at the Ambassadors. It's only right. At the Ambassadors in Trenton, New Jersey, we're going to have music ambassador of the Bahamas coming through. So you guys got to come represent. And, get your Caribbean slide ready because Julian's going to bring it, and he's going to bring the Junkanoo. A shout out to Sprout U, Miss Danielle, where she's going to be one of our guests. And, hopefully we can get this beautiful team here today. You're all going to come out, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. Tickets are on sale right now. You can get the early bird ticket for $50. It includes a full plate of food, a free alcoholic beverage, and also if you wanted to do the $100 ticket, you can actually get to meet Julian, talk to him, take pictures with Julian and all the other artists that are coming along. We have Terry Lynn, we have AO215, and we have Starbucks open mic performers that's going to be there. So come out and have a good time while supporting the cause. Let's give back and just have a great evening.
Absolutely, it's going to be an awesome event. You have stars. You're bringing stars in from all over the place. I love it.
Yeah, it's about uniting, and that's what the world needs more of. We need to come together as one because we may not know a person itself, but you can also relate to something that happens devastating in the world. So I'm just talking about that. Julian had a song called "I Believe in You." It's awesome. It's actually the song of Julian. Are you still there? Is he gone?
I think he may be gone.
Okay, because I kind of want him to go, but it's the We Are the World of the Bahamas. So, it was dedicated to them, and he wrote and he produced it, and he got a lot of soca greats on board, like Allison Hines, Skinny Fabulous, Masha Montana, like he got all these people on board to do the song, and it's amazing. He's amazing. So you guys are just going to have a great time. Come on out. We can't wait to see you. And you can find me at Bella's Entertainment Group at .com, BellasEntertainmentGroup.com, and I'm on social medias as well. You can find me on either of these sites, any of these guys' sites, Jordan and the New Kings, Two Fly TNT, Sean Donovan, Ronald Green, Jack's the Genius. They all have the ticket right at the top of your Instagrams, right? Yeah. You could
probably.
Yeah, you follow.
Yeah.
It's in the bio. Yeah, it's in the bio. Listen, you follow them, you follow me. We're one team. This is Bella's team, and we just incorporated these guys here. So Jay, you guys are all part of Bella's team now. So you're welcome aboard, and Jeff, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, talking some sports again, reach out to Mike Nevia. So hopefully we'll have Mike on in a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
But,
Get him set up.
Yep. So, just going over some things with cleaning up some stuff with the Phillies. They, won an arbitration hearing with JT Realmuto, one of the better catchers in Major League Baseball. Little surprising to me because JT being one of, if not the best catcher in Major League Baseball, was thought to win his arbitration case. He had a strong case going up against the Phillies, but apparently the arbitrator ruled on the Phillies' behalf, and JT Realmuto lost. Now the Phillies know exactly how much they're going to be paying JT this upcoming season, so they can get to work now on a long-term contract with JT. They wanted to get this year's money clear this money out of the way before talking long-term with JT, and now that they know how much he's going to be, they're going to be paying him, now they can get to work on a long-term contract with JT. It'll, something that they're going to have to do because JT is just that good, and they gave up a lot to get JT onto the team last year, so they're going to want to sign JT to a long-term contract. Okay, and I think we have Mike. Is this Mike?
It certainly is.
Hey, Mike, gonna have you on for a couple of minutes here. Going into the last portion of the show, the big thing I wanted to talk to you about is I know you are our NASCAR expert, and I wondered if you could go into the big incident that happened this past, actually it was Monday night or early Monday evening with NASCAR, the big crash that went on.
Yeah, I am still in shock about that. I'm still freaked out about that, but how Ryan Newman escaped, that's just a testament to the safety innovations made by NASCAR in the wake of the death of Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in 2001. How they've remade the cars, how they've remade the track to be much safer to the drivers. And Ryan Newman's recovery, it's just astonishing after going through what he went through. Obviously, he's not going to be racing for a while, but you got to hand it to not just the R&D teams at NASCAR, not just the racing teams, not just the higher-ups at NASCAR, but also to the doctors at Halifax Health and Daytona Beach, where Ryan was stationed after his wreck. They all played a critical part in his recovery, and if it wasn't for the cars being tested for years, if it wasn't for the cars being remodeled after the death of Dale Sr., Ryan Newman wouldn't be here today to talk about his incident.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. Do you think when he does finally return, do you think he will have any trepidation about getting back into the car? Do you think he'd be antsy at all? What are your thoughts about when he finally makes his return?
Well, it's going to be a while before he makes his return. I think he'll probably make his return sometime around Christmas or Talladega. But when he does return to the car, he's a tough customer. I think he'll be just fine returning to the racetrack. Obviously, he might not do as well as expected, but he'll be fine.
Gotcha.
Again, this is a testament to how NASCAR has innovated, how they've changed the cars in the wake of the death of Dale Sr. in 2001. Not just the cars, but how they've redone the track. They made the safer barriers mandatory. They made the head neck restraints They redid the cars with roll cages, with foam barriers in the cars. They made those mandatory.
Gotcha. Now, Ross Chastain is going to drive number 6 for Ford in the place of Ryan Newman. What would you expect out of Chastain?
Chastain is a good young driver who came up through modifieds. He came up through the Truck Series. Right now he's in Xfinity Series. And I'm expecting him to do okay in place of Ryan Newman. Not expecting much out of him, but hopefully a top 20 finish to just keep this Roush family number 6 team going until Ryan makes his return. Again, I'm projecting around Richmond or Talladega, sometime late April, early May, so we'll see Ryan back in the car, back in that number 6 machine.
Gotcha.
Something good from Chastain. Hopefully this will lead to a cup ride in 2021.
Oh, you think so?
It wouldn't be surprising, considering how Chastain has excelled in trucks, excelled in Xfinity Series. It wouldn't be surprising.
Gotcha. So what is the next race coming up?
Well, next race coming up is the start of the West Coast Win at Las Vegas. Tricky 1.5-mile track with progressive banking. It's just a game of chance. It's Vegas. And taking a look at each team's 1.5-mile program, I'm going to have to give the advantage to Martin Truex Jr., Joe Gibbs Racing.
Joe Gibbs has been doing well recently.
They have, especially since the addition of Truex. I'm going to give it to Truex, the Jersey boy.
Do you think he will be one of the pole setters?
He might not be the pole sitter, but I think he'll do well. I think he'll take this race at Las Vegas, start off the West Coast Swing well.
Gotcha. Now shifting over to the Mets. They are beginning spring training. Games are going to be starting up. What are you going to be looking at, Mike, for the Mets in spring training, at least at the start?
I'm going to be looking for Cespedes to come back from his season-ending injury from last year and just put on a good showing. I'm going to be looking for the bullpen to be vastly improved. I'm going to be looking for the rotation to be improved, especially with DeGrom and Syndergaard.
Definitely. And what about the new manager, too? I'm kind of looking at him to seeing how he runs spring training, how he's able to command the team, because he wasn't the first choice for the Mets as manager. So I'm going to be kind of looking at how he kind of runs things.
Yeah, same here. He's already commanding respect in the locker room. He's keeping the locker room together, and he's Latino, he's bilingual, so he'll be able to resonate with the Latino players, the young players coming up through the system, the guys like Animo, guys like Syndergaard, Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil. That's another guy I'm going to be looking at. 2 more guys I'm going to be looking at. Jeff McNeil and Pete Alonso coming up spectacular years in 2019, hoping to build off those years in 2020. And I'm not expecting another 50 home run season from Pete Alonso. That would be great, but I'm not expecting it.
Gotcha. Any final words, Mike? Because I know we got Lee Steinberg about to call in, but I wanted to give you some time here. So anything else you wanted to go over this week? Anything else that has piqued your interest?
Not much else that has piqued my interest except for the NFL draft coming up.
Yes.
I have Tua going at 5, and I'm looking at the Giants at 4. They're either going to go offensive line or trying to bolster their defense at 4. Don't know who they'll pick yet. I'm going to be looking at the draft class, see who will fall to the Giants at number 4. But it's either looking like defensive end or offensive line. Both key needs for them.
Gotcha. Do you think
Burrow's going number 1, no question.
So that Burrow's going number 1? Yeah, I can see that.
Burrow's going number 1, no question about it.
I would say either him or Tua. You know, I know that Cincinnati.
It's going to be Burrow. It's going to be Burrow. Cincinnati's in dire need of a quarterback. Andy Dalton's not getting any younger. He's on the wrong end
True.
of 30, and their answers as backups, they are not the answers. I'm sorry, Cincinnati. You need Burrow.
Yeah, either Burrow or Tua, one of the two. You know.
Who's going to go to Detroit?
Going to go where?
Detroit.
Oh, I hope not.
The Brisbane to Stafford.
I hope not. I hope for a better outcome for Tua. But
I'm sorry, Stafford's not getting any younger. They need a quarterback of the future.
Oh, they definitely do. I just don't know how much I would like to see Tua in Detroit, a team who hasn't won really much of anything in forever. You know, I would want a little bit better outcome for Tua.
Oh, we'll just have to find out come April in Las Vegas.
This is very true. It's going to be fun. Do you think the Giants may trade down and acquire some more draft picks in building up the team?
I hope I don't see them trade down, but it's a possibility. The draft is unpredictable. Take the 2005 draft, for instance.
Yep.
They had, 19 trades in the first 2 rounds. Didn't finish up the first 3 until after midnight that year.
Very true. It will be interesting.
Track of how many trades.
I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of them, Mike. I'm sure there is. Mike, we're expecting Lee Steinberg to be calling in any minute, so I got to let you go. But I want to wish you and your family a very good weekend. Hope you have an awesome time, and we'll talk to you again next Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Mike. We appreciate it.
Have a great weekend, Mike.
All right. And, of course, that was Mike Nebbio. I want to give him some more time next week, too. Mike is awesome. I love when we talk to him every week. I'm sure with spring training going on and everything.
There's
Michael,
be a lot to talk about.
Yeah. You know, and the draft coming up and the XFL and everything like that. So I want to talk more in depth about Mike, about all that going on. Because Mike is very appreciated, and I love kind of getting him going, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Mike is kind of excitable that way, so I love getting Mike going a little bit.
You like poking the bear.
Yes. So, yep. So, Mike brought up the NFL draft. I do think there's going to be some trades going on. I think some teams are going to be maneuvering because you look at the top of the draft and not everyone needs a quarterback. So you're going to have teams maybe in the bottom half, maybe, around 10 or 12 or so on, trying to trade up, or maybe, 5 through 10, trying to get ahead of some of the other teams and doing all that. So there's going to be some movement, in the draft, I think. Teams trading down that already, like the Giants, that already have their franchise quarterback, may not need one and may get offered a ton to move back in the draft. And that could help out the Giants. They could get younger. They could get more players, which will accelerate their rebuild. Giants could also stay where they are and draft a pretty good player, too. So I do think there's going to be a lot going on movement-wise with the NFL draft coming up in about another month or so now.
Yeah.
It's going to be April, so, in about another month or so, we will have the NFL draft. We're just waiting for Lee Steinberg to call in, waiting patiently for Lee. So what we'll do, I think, is take another quick commercial break, Jeff.
All right, sounds good.
And hopefully when we come back, we will have Lee Steinberg on the line, and we'll be talking some Tua and also some Pat Mahomes. So we are going to take a brief time out and hopefully come back with Lee Steinberg.
You're listening to the Sports Skillet Radio Show, cooking up all the hot takes. Jump in and join us at 609-919-9200. Download our app at sportsskilletradio.com. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube by searching for Sports Skillet. And remember to show us some love. Like, follow, and share.
Remember the TV show Cheers, where everybody knows your name? Never been there. But every time I walk into Wildflowers restaurant on Pennington Circle, I feel at home and that I belong. Friday night, I headed over to Wildflowers, and even though it was packed, I easily found a seat at the bar and got cozy with 17 TVs. Baseball, golf, entertainment TV, you name it, including all NFL games. The bartender Dave suggested I order the Buffalo Wing Sampler, and you could tell he was a fervent fan. But reviews on Wildflowers Inn restaurant Facebook page demanded I try the garbage truck pizza, and Kelly had just arrived and promised to help me dig in. Then it came. Garbage truck pizza does not live up to its name because it smells amazing and it tastes even better. Freshly sliced peppers and pepperoni, garlic, mushrooms, mozzarella, and meatballs all baked on this incredibly crunchy and warm double crust to hold it all together perfectly. Heaven, especially with one of their 23 beers on tap. I'm a believer. Go to wildflowersinrestaurant.com for more info or just come in. They are conveniently located on the Pennington Circle, right near I-95. I promise you, they will welcome you warmly, feed you well, and perhaps soon even know your name.
You're listening to the Sports Skillet Radio Show, cooking up all the hot takes. Jump in and join us at 609-919-9200. Download our app at sportsskilletradio.com. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube by searching for Sports Skillet. And remember to show us some love. Like, follow, and share.
And we had another pregnant pause there for honoring Kobe Bryant.
Exactly.
You know. But here's the thing. I was just texting with Lee Steinberg's representative for Steinberg Sports, Julia. She is awesome. can't say enough kind words about Julia. Unfortunately for us, Lee Steinberg is involved in a meeting, and unfortunately, it's running a little bit long.
Hopefully, it's for Jerry Maguire too, because I want to see what happens.
That would be interesting, see the little kid, all grown up. We appreciate you guys tuning in, bearing with us. I texted her. I reached out because of the time constraint. Because a member of our show, Alex, does an awesome podcast. So you want to check that out as well. He's going to be coming in a few minutes. So
he's going to be kicking us out, basically.
He's going to be kicking us out. So I wanted to give Lee a ton of time. That's the thing. And
definitely.
we were, and Alex is going to have a really good guest on his podcast this week.
Nice.
So I wanted to give Alex a ton of time to get set up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I also, I'm sure everybody out there has a ton of questions for Lee. Maybe you've enjoyed the movie Jerry Maguire and you have a question about it.
Or the TV series Arliss. He's also did that.
Yes.
Or Saturday Night Lights. I think that was the other one. Or no, it's a Martin Scorsese one, I think.
It was Jerry Maguire. He also consulted on Any Given Sunday, For the Love of the Game, and Arliss.
Yeah.
So again, fans of those movies, you may have questions about it. You may have questions for Lee, as far as him being the agent for Pat Mahomes and, of course, Tua Tagovailoa. So we want to give you the opportunity to reach out to us on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and, of course, here on YouTube. Post a question, and we will have Lee on next Friday because, again, what Julia texted me is that Lee will be in Indy, so the timing is better than Pacific time.
That's
because he's 3 hours behind us.
Oh.
So you got to take that into account. And that, I reached out to him to appear on our show on Sunday. Couldn't do it because he's 3 hours behind and everything. So we were going to have him on the live stream. But this may be an awesome opportunity because we will have more time to, really delve into things with Lee, really do a deep dive with him and everything. So
exactly.
So that'll be really cool. So we are going to look forward to that. I'm going to reach out to Julie in a couple of minutes, ask her what time would be most convenient for Lee. Between 12:30 and 3 p.m. That's where we go here on the Sports Skillet live stream. Sometimes if Alex doesn't show up, maybe we go a little over. But hey,
if he doesn't come pop in and go, hey guys.
But I think I hear Alex out in the hallway.
Yeah. Well, I think he ran into our other guest that we had on today.
Yeah.
For you know more about them than I do. I just remember the thing for a Bahamas and Puerto Rico charity event, guys.
Yeah.
March 29th at up in Trenton, New Jersey. I can't find the website on here, so I can't really give you that information. But
here's the thing we want to mention too before we go off the air.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get this out there too. You can also go to Birdies, BIRDEASE, birdies.com/KOFC 7103 golf. And if you go there, that is our charity golf outing that will be coming up in May. All the details are there about the golf outing. I can tell you that we will have prizes galore. We will have raffles going on. We are one of the only clubs in the area, the only events in the area that I know of that have the helicopter ball drop going on.
That's right. Now, this is at a golf course, not a mini golf course, so we don't want to confuse anybody out there.
Exactly. It is taking place at the Cherry Valley Country Club.
Gotcha.
Up in central New Jersey. So you go there, you can sign up, whatever you want to do. If just as a single golfer, twosome, foursome, threesome, whatever you are, you can sign up there. Or this is the other option we have for you. If you just want to bring your family, if you're a friend of one of the golfers, a family member, maybe a golfer, you want to bring your kid there. What you can do, and this is also an option, you can just go and register for the lunch buffet. It's a lot cheaper. You can spend the day. Now, you won't be able to golf, but you can spend the day at Cherry Valley Country Club, relax, enjoy the lunch buffet that we're going to have there. Take place in the raffles if you want to, that we're going to have there. The helicopter ball drop is one of the raffles that you could win. That is an amazing event. We did it last year. So much fun watching the golf balls dumped out of the helicopter onto a hole on the golf course. Yep.
That's basically the closest to the hole, or whoever gets into the hole wins the raffle, I think?
Yes, and we have a first and second and third place winner. And here's the amazing thing that happened last year.
All of them got into the hole.
Not all of them, no. I mean, there was only like 2 balls that got into the hole, or 3 balls that were like the closest to the hole.
Okay.
And the same group of people had 2 out of the 3 balls.
That's impressive.
And like I said, it's the luck of the draw, because we have this big bin of golf balls there, and you pick your golf balls out of the bin. We don't care what number. We don't pick them for you. You pay for the golf balls, and then you dive in there and with your and pick out however many golf balls you paid for, the numbers, and all we do is record the numbers on there. And amazingly enough, the same group had 2 out of the 3 golf balls. It was
Wow.
against the odds of that are so staggering. It's amazing. But that's just one of the things we have going on. And again, you can just sign up for the lunch buffet. Come out, take the day off, relax with your family, friends, kids, whatever you want to do. That's an option for you. All you have to do is go to Birdease, BIRDEASE.com /KOFC 7103 golf. All the information is laid out for you. We're accepting sponsors as well. So if you're a company and want to become a sponsor for the event and get your name out there and have the golfers see you, we have several different sponsorships. You can buy a whole sign if you want to. It is just so much fun.
What if I want to buy half a sign instead of a whole sign?
Well, we do have the signs vary in size, so you can buy a tee box sign or you can buy a whole sign.
You mean a sign for the golf hole, right?
Yeah,
Rick?
Both of them are put on the holes and around the golf course and everything. You're mentioned in the program.
Nice. That's awesome.
Depending on what sponsorship you buy, maybe you're a golf cart sponsor and your logo is on the golf course, or you're a luncheon sponsor and your big banner is hung there. So lots of different opportunities. I can't encourage you more. Go to Birdease, BIRDEASE.com /KOFC 7103 golf. See all the different options we have for you. Come on out to our charity golf event. It is awesome. It's amazing. It's so much fun. You'll enjoy yourself. See the helicopter ball drop. Maybe if you sponsor the helicopter, if you're a sponsor out there, you can sponsor the helicopter. And if you do that, you get to sit inside the helicopter.
You can't ride it or drive it, but you can sit in it.
But you can sit in it, and you can drop the balls out of the helicopter onto the hole.
There you go.
So that's what we offer you. And when do you ever get to do that, have that experience? So it's really fun. Birdease.com /KOFC 7103 golf is the website. Hope to see you there. Have some fun, golf, or just enjoy Cherry Valley Country Club and our lunch buffet and our awesome raffles and giveaways. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We want to encourage you to join us again Sunday morning at 11 a.m. when we broadcast from Fox Sports Radio 920 The Jersey in Princeton. And we want to encourage you to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Get word out there about Sports Skillet. And we will be back here on our Sports Skillet live stream next Friday afternoon. And again, next Friday afternoon, we will have Super Agent Lee Steinberg on. Again, he's the agent for Showtime Pat Mahomes and the agent for Tua Tagovailoa.
Say that 10 times fast.
Exactly. Really tough to do. And, of course, I want to thank all our great guests and encourage you to come out to the Bahamas and Puerto Rico Charity Fete, March 29th, 2020, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., Ambassador, 610 New York Avenue, Trenton, New Jersey. Music by T-Bone Productions. You got early bird tickets for $50, so sign up now. Jeff is showing you the brochures and everything. Hope to see you there. It's going to be an awesome event. Thanks, everybody. We will see you back here live YouTube next Friday afternoon. Until then, listen to us on Fox Sports Radio at 920 The Jersey, Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you back here next Friday afternoon.
Say this out loud as you're driving around in your car.
Join Sports Skillet.
Just what it feels like. So how do you like it?
So what is it? I'm curious.
You like it like this?
My God, do we love football.
Or like this?
I love the sport of baseball.
And what about this?
You can have a sports show without all the vicious talk.
Simple human decency.
Whatever it is that you like.
Yeah, I like chaos.
We've got it covered.
Right?
Right?
It's sports the way you like it.
My friends, you may not know this. It's got everything you want.
Here we go. Local and national sports talk that's fresh, in season, and FDA approved. If it's hot, you'll find it cooking with Jeff, Jay, and Kelly. They don't just stir the pot, they add more flavor than the other guys. Get ready to dig in and taste some Sports Skillet.
Tastes good.